Hi Montana, day 10 of the Montana legislature, and in Business and Labor this morning we heard a bill to raise Montana's minimum wage to $10.10 an hour. I want to be clear on this. By all accounts, a living wage in Montana for a single person with no kids is actually $14 an hour, and for a single person with one child, a living wage is $19 an hour. And we all know that the folks who would benefit from an increase to the minimum wage are not going to go out and invest it in hedge funds. They're going to be spending that extra money in local businesses in their local economy. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. said that there is nothing but short-sightedness to prevent us from providing a living annual income for every American family. So it was fitting that we heard this bill today on Martin Luther King Jr. Day. One of the proponents for the bill reminded the committee members that if we don't raise the minimum wage, we're going to have to fund the social services that minimum wage workers right now are having to turn to make ends meet. I thought that was a really good point. One proponent reminded us that she adheres to the teachings of Pope Francis, who talks about the dignity of work and that folks find dignity in their work and want to be able to support themselves. Americans for Prosperity came in and threatened the members of the committee that they are keeping score on this vote. I want to explain what that means. He's not threatening me. I'm going to get a 0% with Americans for Prosperity no matter what. But Americans for Prosperity are a fascist organization funded by millionaires, the Koch brothers. The national organization actually has more money than the entire Republican National Party. And they come to places like Montana where we have reasonable Republicans, and they spend tens of thousands of dollars in dark, out-of-state millionaire money to primary responsible Republicans. So here comes this guy threatening the Republicans on the committee, saying if you don't vote the right way, you won't win your next primary because we'll find an extreme person to run against you. It's awful. It's worth noting that an increase in the minimum wage has always led to a decrease in unemployment, and we were reminded today that Henry Ford believed in increasing the earning power of his own employees and that model worked. There was one representative on the House floor today who again repeated some misinformation. If you look up the definition of a lie in the dictionary, some definitions say that it's a lie if the person knows they're telling a mistruth, and some definitions say that a lie is a mistruth whether the person knows they're doing it or not. The same guy the other day said that Native American language immersion programs don't work, which is a lie. And then today he said that this completely reasonable bill to improve the teachers' retirement system was nibbling away, were the words that he used, and we're expanding this public retirement system. That's also a lie. We had 12 bills on the House floor, which were mostly non-controversial. For example, we voted unanimously to approve resident licenses, hunting and fishing licenses for the spouses of members of the armed services. So we're doing good work here. We had a bill in education this afternoon with bipartisan co-sponsors from the House and the Senate, Republicans and Democrats from both houses, to provide free college tuition to two-year community and tribal colleges in Montana. And it's great to see the Republican and Democrat names on the bill to show that both sides of the aisle understand that when we invest in our future, we get a return on that investment. If we spend $1 in free college tuition, $4 goes back into the local community. We need to do something to fix the student loan problem in the United States. You can get a 0% car loan. You cannot get a 0% student loan. You can refinance your home loan. You cannot refinance your student loan. These are national problems, and something has to be fixed. So I was really excited to get to co-sponsor the bill for free college tuition for some schools. So good work being done, also some shenanigans, some lies being told, and some dark money threats being thrown around. Pretty interesting. Never a dull day here at the Montana legislature. We'll see you tomorrow.